I'm just so proud of her.
And now we're here in front of a fucking camera. The thing that everyone said to me, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to record. And me being like, I'm not about to record shit. Like, I'm just going to do audio. And I think part of that to me was like, I have a way about me that's very, I don't like to lead with my looks. I like to lead with my intelligence because it drives me crazy when you don't, as a woman, when you don't get seen as a human being first. That shit drives me absolutely up a fucking wall. And so I was like, let me lead with just audio.
Yeah.
So you can see that my content is good, that I'm intelligent, and then, you know, however you feel when you see me, it's whatever. But I think a lot of people will kind of discredit you as a woman if you, you're only that because you look that way, or you're light skinned, or you're this or whatever. And it's like, I don't even want to hear that. I want you to hear my work first and fuck with my work.
Yeah.
And then you can feel however you want to feel after that.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Do you experience that you feel like as a woman, you gotta double down on your other attributes so that people aren't just treating you like an ignorant female?
Yeah, absolutely. I also think that not only me being a woman, but I also think that me being Ethiopian plays a large part in it. I think that I get exotified more than I get acknowledged for the work that I put in.
Absolutely.
I can count the number of interviews that I've been at, let it be for, you know, joining educational programs or jobs, and one of the first things they'll say is like, oh, you're Ethiopian, you know, and I'm like, yes, but I'm also a scholar, right? Yes, but I'm also working on a dissertation. Yes, but, you know, and yet the conversation always turns back to, like, I did an interview and they had the audacity to ask, like, how do I feel like being a young woman, you know, has given me privilege in my workspace? And I'm like, so is it my age? Is it, you know, the way that I look? Or is it the fact that I'm, you know, I present as a feminine woman that got me this far along? So, yeah, I feel that way too. But I think that's I won't say like the number one, but I definitely think that's one of the reasons why I work as hard as I do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I'm the prettiest thing out the bunch, but it's definitely.
You would be a bitch though.
Oh, thanks. But I have definitely heard a lot of people tell me, especially, unfortunately, other women, specifically, you know, Black women, be like, oh, you got that far because you're pretty, you know? And it's like, I hate to hear it, you know? But also it's like, if I'm getting to everywhere I get because of the way that I look, then why am I working so hard in so many different realms of the world?
Thank you. Because I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that like
it's not a benefit.
Yeah, it does. It benefits. It does. I think looks do, just because of how our society works. Looks do play a part into things, but I also just go like, I work my ass off and ain't shit given to me. And, you know, I really, when I think about even this podcast, like, I did that shit myself. Like,
out the mud.
Like,
out the mud.
I figured out how to sound edit. So sorry to all y'all who felt like my sound was trash for a lot of episodes. Shade.
We looking at our technology in the back right now.
My graphics, how to release, like, even doing this shit right now and us recording a second time is me trying to like figure out lighting and like all this. So to me, it's just like, I'm someone who's always going to go out of my way to make sure I kind of do it all. So people not going to take shit from me when they see your shit and be like, oh, it's because, and I'm like, is it? But I also have a very strong opinion about niggas that got opinions about shit they don't do. That shit drive. I feel like niggas that got the most time to give the most opinions are the other niggas that got the most time because they doing nothing.
Say it again.
Hello.